Want to sell homemade food in Wyoming? I'll cover exactly what you need to know, from food safety training to what you can legally sell to labeling. Let's start with one of the most common questions. Do you need food safety training to sell homemade food in Wyoming? The state does not require food safety training to sell homemade food. Still, getting food safety training is a smart move. When someone buys from you, they want to feel confident that the food they're bringing home was made and handled safely. A food handler's card shows that you take their health and your business seriously. Plus, some farmers markets, event organizers, or even insurance providers may ask for proof of food safety training. Some may even offer better opportunities or discounts if you have it. If you decide to get training, look for a course that's ANSI National Accreditation Board, or ANAB accredited, which means it meets recognized food safety standards and is nationally accepted. FoodSafePal's food handler course is ANAB accredited. It's fully online and takes about 90 minutes to complete. Once you pass, you'll get instant digital access to your official food handler's card and certificate, plus the option to upgrade and have a printed version mailed to you. Your food handler's card is valid for 3 years from the date you complete the course. After that, you'll need to renew it by retaking the course and passing the test again. Now, let's talk about what you can and can't sell. Wyoming's law is one of the most flexible in the U.S. You can sell both non-potentially hazardous foods, or those that don't require refrigeration, and potentially hazardous foods, foods that do require time or temperature controls for safety. But the rules differ based on who is allowed to sell the item. Non-potentially hazardous foods include things like baked goods without dairy-based fillings, jams, granola, popcorn, dry mixes, uncut fruits and vegetables, and pickled vegetables. These foods can be sold by you, someone you designate to sell on your behalf, or a third-party seller such as a retail shop or grocery store. Potentially hazardous foods include items like refrigerated baked goods, dairy products, quiches, pizzas, frozen doughs, cooked vegetables, beans, and other foods requiring refrigeration. These foods can only be sold by you. No designated sellers or third-party retailers are allowed for anything that needs refrigeration. Now let's talk about labeling. One of the unique features of Wyoming law is that most homemade foods are exempt from standard labeling requirements. But sellers, whether you or a third-party retailer, must inform people that the food was not inspected. If you're selling at a farmer's market, farm, ranch, or from your home, you must tell the customer that the food is not certified, labeled, licensed, packaged, regulated, or inspected. If a retail shop or grocery store is selling your non-potentially hazardous food, the label must clearly state this. If you're selling from a retail space on your own farm, ranch, or home, you must display a sign stating that the products have not been inspected. Alright, let's recap. If you want to sell homemade food in Wyoming, here's what you need to know. Food safety training isn't required, but getting your ANAB accredited food handler's card, such as the one offered by FoodSafePal, is a great way to build trust, expand your sales opportunities, and make it easier to work with markets or insurers who may ask for proof of training. You can sell many types of homemade foods in the state, even some that need refrigeration. But who can sell them depends on the type of food. Non-potentially hazardous foods can be sold by you, someone you choose to sell for you, or a third-party retailer. Potentially hazardous foods must be sold directly by you. Most homemade foods do not need formal labels, but you must inform buyers that the food has not been inspected. Retail sales of non-potentially hazardous foods require a specific label and separate shelving. Ready to start selling your homemade goods with confidence? Visit foodsafepal.com to get your Wyoming food handler's card online in just 90 minutes.